I think it's something to do with the porridge. My wife had porridge this morning and some yesterday, so I hope it works. But is anybody here feeling romantic? Have you got anybody to feel romantic with? Or would you like us to look out somebody? There's a fella with us that's sort of frustrated at the minute, and we'll introduce you to him later on. He's sort of looking for a partner, but only for a couple of hours. Just till the boat leaves. But why I'm saying is because up where we're up near Loch Lomond, and I'm sure a lot of you have all been there. Yeah? Beautiful place. And Angus and Mary, I'm going to do my Scottish accent now, and you can tell me what you think. Angus and Mary were out for a little stroll along the banks of Loch Lomond. And Angus says to Mary, he says, Mary, I'm feeling a little bit romantic. He says, do you mind, he says, if we hold hands as we walk along? She says, Angus, I knew that you were going to say that. He says, how, Mary? Oh, she says, Angus, by the lilt in your eye. So they held hands and they walked along the grassy banks a little bit further. And as they got further up and the sun was setting and the birds were singing in the trees and picture the scene, the trout were jumping and Nessie was having a little peek to see what was going on. He says, Mary, I'm feeling even more romantic. He says, can I put my arm around you and give you a wee squeeze? Oh, you had a squeeze lately? She says, Mary, can I? Oh, she says, Angus, I knew you were going to say that. He says, how? Oh, she says, with a lilt in your eye. So they got very, very far up, as far as they could go before it got dark. And he turned, he says, Mary. There was a bit of an urge come over him. And he usually always had an urge lately. No, obviously not. Your pharmacy can give you things that have that. They're blue in colour. Come on a packet of... No, sorry. So I'm told. And he says, Mary, I'm feeling very romantic. He says, can we lie down in the heather for a bit of a girt? She says, Angus, I just knew that you were going to say that. He says, how, Mary, with the lilt in my eye? She says, no, Angus, by the tilt in your guilt. Up near Dundee last Christmas, this wee fella had 3 sons. And he called them in and he says, now, lads, he says, I want to know what you would like for Christmas. He says, I didn't want to spend too much money. We have a next year, Larry. He says, I didn't want to spend too much money, but I can afford something small for each of you. Well, the first fella was great. He says, Daddy, he says, I understand. He says, I understand. He says, all I would like, he says, is a wee tartan tie. Oh, he says, that was very good of him, wasn't it? He says, son, that's brilliant. Second fella, he came in, and he says, Daddy, all I want is a wee tartan kilt. Oh, he says, son, that is so considerate. Third fella, he came in. He was a bit of a tearaway. Out carousing and boozing every night. Flash cars, women, the whole works. Well, he says, Jimmy, he says, what about you? Well, he says, Daddy, I want £20,000. He says, what? He says, your first wee brother wanted a wee tartan tie. Your other brother wants a wee tartan kilt. He says, what in the name of goodness do you want £20,000 for? He says, Daddy, I got a wee tartan trouble. And are there any ladies in the audience that are with child? Are you alright, Pat? Are you expecting anything? No, you don't want to tell us that. No, she's looking very nervous. Anybody expecting? Anybody like to be expecting? We're taking names. Are you girls all sitting up over there? Because this boy is frustrated could sort you out. Why I'm asking? Because the National Health Service have introduced a new machine, ladies, and it's a machine that takes the pain of childbirth off the mother and puts it onto the father. Is there anybody interested now? I love it, change your minds. Look at this woman up here, she's coming. Don't stay where you are, missus, we'll come to you. Well, it's a wee bit awkward. The first couple to try it out were brought into the Royal Infirmary in Edinburgh last week. and they were brought in from Glasgow. Anybody here originally from Glasgow? No, you're too sophisticated. Glasgow was the sort of place that's very confusing on Father's Day. And in they came anyway, and they brought this doctor over from India with the machine. Dr. Punjab. He says, I am here to tell you how the machine works. Dr. Punjab brought them in, and he says, Mummy gets up in the bed, Daddy sits in the corner, and we work it out. He says, very gradually. He says, we take the pain of childbirth from Mummy to Daddy little by little. If we did it all at once, Daddy would just die. So your man from Glasgow was a real hard nut. He said, fire away, doctor. He said, I can stand any amount of pain. Okay, he says, here we go. 25% of the pain from the mummy to the daddy. Click. No reaction. Here we go. He says, 50% of the pain from the mummy to the daddy. Click. No reaction. 75% of the pain from the mummy to the daddy. Click. Girls, she was lapping out of the bed. He was sitting in the corner reading the Daily Star, and he never batted an eyelid. Okay, the doctor says, here we go, the whole hog, 100% of the pain from the mummy to the daddy. Click. Ah! Lovely wee baby girl born perfectly. The old fella jumped up in the corner and pulled the leads of the machine off him. He says, see you, doctor. He says, that machine's not working. I didn't feel anything. He says, oh, the doctor says there's a problem. But don't worry, we fix the machine. You take mother and baby home, make sure they're okay. So they checked out of the ward, they checked out of the hospital, arrived home in Glasgow, and the milkman was lying dead at the front door. Now, that was a terrible coincidence.